I think we are live. Okay, I think we are live. Hello and welcome back. I have a special guest who I have one of my best friend from high school and my life. Okay, we have Mason Schreiber from Mesa, Arizona, and
Hello.
also Mason is also a home roaster as well. So you know what? Before we start, how do you get into coffee roasting, home roasting?
Good question. I went to um, what do you call it? Like a flea market, and I walked in, and there was a guy roasting coffee, or he said he had fresh roasted coffee. So
Yep.
I was curious, and I said, "So what's the difference between fresh roasted coffee and what I buy in the store?" And he goes, "Well,
Yep.
it's the difference between like having fresh baked bread and store bought bread." And I go,
Yep.
"Really?" So I bought some, and it was amazing. And came back and bought more, and I asked him how he did it, and he said, "Oh, I roasted on this little thing called a Bmore." And of course, I bought one off of Craigslist, and that got me started.
That's right. And then now I have your Beamer for a while.
Yeah. Well, and I gave you my original Bmore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so now you're upgraded to what? Sono Frisco, correct?
Sono Fresco, yeah.
Sono Frisco, that's what? Fluid bed.
Right.
And the fluid bed, and there, how long you, wait, so what's the capacity on that?
2 kilogram.
2 kilograms, that's 2,000 grams. That's pretty good size, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's a good size. I had to upgrade because I wanted to. I was roasting so much coffee. I was roasting probably 3-4 times a week on that little Bmore just to keep up with.
Yeah.
Everybody at work wanted coffee, and yeah. So.
Okay, so I know. I mean, so last weekend I was there. You roasted me some Ethiopia coffee. Okay, can you tell me about this Ethiopia?
I think it's let me go out and look at the bag, but I think it's like a double washed.
Okay.
Let's go take a look out in the garage here. Flip the camera around, right? Let's see.
There we go.
Here's the bag. I buy from Royal Coffee.
Okay.
And they've got the bags. Crown Jewel is that little trademark for it. Ethiopia Organic Sidama Wayicho Double Washed. So they claim they're giving you a really high level of coffee, and they put it in these 22-pound bags, which is much smaller than what they sell to commercial roasters.
Hey,
it's a good deal.
Don't they give you a tasting notes? Don't they give you a tasting note on your package? Is there a tasting notes?
They not on the package, no, but on their website they give very, very, very detailed tasting notes, and they brew it multiple ways, and they put it through multiple types of roasters. So they'll put it through a fluid bed, they'll put it through a Bmore, they'll put it through a large commercial roaster, and then they'll give you tasting notes on all of it. So it's pretty detailed.
So what's the tasting notes on that coffee?
Well, let me see if I can go find it.
Yep. So I'm gonna brew the Mason coffee right now. I'm gonna be using my Fellow Oat. Okay, it's a Fellow Oat Gen 2. I'm gonna be brewing with April drip. So I'm going to compare the tasting note there. Again, I'm doing the 13-gram dose. Ryan said lemon, peach, and jasmine. Is that sound about right? And brown sugar? So it's gonna be, according to Ryan, lemon, jasmine, peach. What do you say on there, Mason, on the website? Let's see here. If you guys are just joining us right now, I'm talking to my buddy Mason from Mesa, Arizona, trying out his new coffee. Okay. Did you find the tasting note, Mason? Can you hear me?
You're super glitchy on my
Oh,
end.
okay, for your end. Okay, hold on. For my end is fine, but
Okay, now you're fine.
oh,
Okay,
good.
so I've got the tasting notes right here on the website.
Yeah. What do you say?
It says it's a traditional double washed,
Yep.
lemon, floral, melon, brown sugar. And the roasting method, they said it will benefit from a faster roasting style, which is,
Okay.
fluid bed. So that's why, one of the reasons why I purchased it.
Okay, here. So I'm gonna brew with my April drip. And how did you roast it? What style? Medium roast, dark roast,
I went probably City Plus.
city plus,
So
what, medium to dark then, right? Is that medium to dark roast?
it's just over a light roast. So it's
Just over light.
between light and medium.
Light and medium. Okay, medium to light. So pretty much I'm using my April drip. April drip is really fast brewing device. So hopefully they'll bring out all the sweetness you're talking about there. So this one is only a week old. It's 1 week.
Yeah.
So I mean that's really fresh.
Yeah, you were here. Yeah. I usually start drinking it after about 2 to 3 days.
I
Sometimes
know
I
you do. Yeah. You don't wait
which,
forever.
I know that's not right, but sometimes it's just like I'm out of coffee and didn't have time to, roast and prepare ahead of time. So that's what I did. But anyway, I'm drinking the end of it. I'm almost done with the rest of what I brewed, and it's just starting to taste more lemony, maybe like cantaloupe kind of flavors are in there.
I mean, but most Ethiopia, I like to wait about like 2 to 3 weeks, and
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
start
sure it would be
drinking.
better.
And then for you, you be what within 2 3 days, right?
Oh, I started drinking it like the
Yeah,
next day, which
next
is
day
so it was
exactly. What about 24 hours?
right. But we've had a lot of company lately,
Yep.
and so I've been roasting and giving a lot of coffee away, and Christmas time, so everybody
Okay,
wants coffee.
so what is your coffee bar looks like?
My coffee pot.
Coffee bar. Yep.
Oh,
Your
coffee bar. Jeez. Okay,
coffee bar.
let
Okay,
me
let's
flip
take a
the
look.
camera around here. I
Yeah,
used to have more of a setup until
I know.
kids came along. Well, both my kids started drinking coffee, and my mother-in-law. We all lived together, and so this is my coffee bar. So I have
So,
the Vario,
yep.
Baratza Vario, and I was
Yep.
using that as my espresso grinder for a while, and I have what I was using. I guess I could show everybody. I've got it put away. It's been put
That's
away
where you
for
got the Rancho.
years now, but I've got a Chilio Silvia with the PID
Yep.
back up there, and it's all stored away. Haven't
Yep.
used it for years, but the plan is to get that out again one of these days. Anyway, I got lazy because everybody was drinking coffee in the morning. I didn't have 45 minutes to make everybody a coffee drink, so I switched over to this Breville,
Okay, so I'm about to try
and
your
all my coffee
coffee here right now. Your Ethiopia.
products are up here.
Okay, definitely I can smell lemon,
Yeah.
floor. Okay, here we go, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, definitely. The lemon is man, is right on my face.
Yep.
Very bright. Oh, the finishing note is like peach as well. I can taste a little bit of peach.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting a little melon too. If like more like a honeydew, not like a cantaloupe. I don't know if you're getting that at all.
I mean, once you cool down, I bet you I can taste even more. Okay,
Yeah.
so what are you gonna brew right now? What
Oh,
kind
you
of
want
brew
me to
that?
brew in with mine?
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay. So I can do whatever anybody wants me to do, or if anybody have any requests. I brewed just I used the to make a lot of coffee. Made about 40 ounces this morning. I
Yeah.
used the this with the gold basket.
Yep.
And just put it in. And it does a pour over style, a very large batch of
Right.
pour over. But I could do just a smaller
Yeah, why don't you do a
pour
small one?
over.
Because I mean,
Okay, let's do that.
because I know everybody knows about the precision brewer.
Oh,
You know, you
okay.
can do the large, but I don't think anybody uses a smaller batch there. So
Okay, let's try it. So it came with this kit, with the V60, and it came with this little doodad. So I'll show
yep.
you how it all works. So basically, I can do a single pour over.
Okay.
Open that up,
Yep.
and it's got these two little pieces in here that will convert it over from a large batch to smaller. So if I go up in here, I unscrew this plastic piece that holds this rubber piece for larger batches. So let's set that to the side. And then I'll take this other one and place it up in there. I'll probably have to, oh no, it's holding there by itself. And then you get the plastic ring that holds it in.
But if people are just joining us right now, we are joined by my friend Mason from Mesa, Arizona, showing us his precision. What's the exact name? He's a precision brewer, right? From
I
Breville.
think so, yeah.
And he's showing us the single dose modification there. Single dose.
Okay, so then
yeah.
So they instruct you to take this little plastic guy and put it down here. That's where you're going to put your cup. And then this little guy, it's got a real small hole, goes right here where the filter would normally go. Okay, and then the whatever cup you want to use, you're supposed to put it here.
Yep. Ah, I see.
And then you get out whatever pour over devices of your choice.
Oh, so you can use whatever, right? You can use like
Exactly.
V60. Obviously, that's the most popular brewing method there.
Okay. So then I'll get out filter. Let's see where my filters are. I believe they are right here.
There we go.
All right.
I mean, this cup is very pleasant. Okay,
It is.
pleasant.
Excuse me for a bit. I don't know what you see, but I need to use two hands for a moment. Okay. And I'm just going to do a very
So how many grams are you going to use? Are you using? Did they tell you how many grams to use or what?
Okay, so this will go right over the top there, and then the water.
Yep. So you're using the reverse osmosis water? Is only one cup?
I'm going to change that. There we go. And I'm going to go to my brew, which I customized it to do, insert, adapter, pour over, all that stuff like that. You can see on the screen I customized it. And I set the times the way I wanted it, and the blooming time, all that stuff. So I'll go ahead and press the start button.
Wow. Is there an option for blooming time too?
Yeah. So it's heating the water, as it says right now. Now it's blooming, so let's see if I can get a picture of that. Shot of that there. I don't know if you can see it.
Huh.
Maybe I can turn the light on here. Let's see. Nope. So it's blooming.
Oh, by the way, if you guys have a precision brewer at home, let me know in the comment section. Okay, love to hear from you. I mean, have you used a single portion option on your Breville precision brewer? Yeah, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
Okay, now it's saying brewing.
Yep.
So now it's pouring.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a kind of like a head. And then
is that moving around or what? Circling around or just kind of like raindrops?
Kind of like raindrops.
Okay.
They're not circling, so it's not weird.
All right. That'll work.
Now you can see how it pours it right up to the tippy top.
Yep.
And then it.
No kidding. You just go all the way to the top there.
Yeah. And then it stopped. I probably put a little bit too much water there, but you can see how it's dripping out here.
That's right. So using your, by the way, if you're just joining us right now, we got a live demonstration on Breville Precision Brewer. And my friend Mason is using it as a V60 brewing method. I wonder, it's not gonna be the same as a regular brew.
Oh no, this will taste better than.
Yeah.
There's a. Well, I'll let you know. It's been a while since I've used this actually, so I'm glad you called me up. I'll be able to, and I've got some over here in the pot that I brewed this morning, so I can do a little side by side.
Yeah.
Now it's telling you it's done. It gave you a little beep. I don't know if you heard that. And it gives you a timer telling you, counting up from when it was brewed. So there it is. So let's, maybe I'll get my other coffee out.
Yeah, let's try that.
It's right here. Oh, go ahead. My mother-in-law is pouring herself a cup.
Yep.
Feeling almost empty.
Okay, so this is from
this morning, right?
The large batch this morning.
Yep.
And then this is the pour over. They're both pour over, but
yes, it's kind of like different style.
Yeah, so this one here, I'll set this up so it makes a little more sense. Push this back. That way, if people are just joining, they can see what I'm doing. There we go. So this cup is from the carafe, and this cup is from the V60. So let's try the.
Okay, so right now Mason just brewing the Ethiopia Shidamo. Tasting note is very fruity, bright, maybe peach, lemon. What do you think?
It's significantly better through
the
V60. Significantly better. I'm getting more of the a caramel.
Okay.
type of flavor in both the nose and the taste, which I'm not getting, from when I did it through the carafe, through the gold filter. But there's definitely if you're looking at the tasting notes, you're going to get more sugars.
Yep.
When you're using the V60, I think.
Yep. It's more sweeter too.
Uh-huh.
By the way, so I mean, if someone wants to getting into home roasting right now, what do you say to these people?
Oh, go for it. I think it's so fun. I mean, I'm going to reveal a little something about Hoon, but Hoon did not like coffee
I
about
did
5
not like coffee.
years ago.
Yep.
Did not
Initially, I
like
didn't
it.
like coffee.
Couldn't stand it. He thought I was
Yeah.
silly my Ranchilio and all the money I was spending on, coffee and roasting. And then he said, let me try some of that. And so you had a cup of my coffee and you said, there's no sugar in this? And I go, no. And he goes, this isn't bitter. And I go, no.
Yep.
Like it's coffee that tastes like it should. So that's, I think, kind of the beginning of your coffee journey. And look where you are now, right?
So let's put it this way. So when I heard that Mason told me he spent what $400 on coffee grinder, okay?
Yeah.
And
you thought I
the
was
coffee
crazy.
machine was, and you got a package from Seattle Coffee Gear.
Yeah, I bought the grinder, the Vario, and the Ranchilio. It didn't have the PID in it, and I installed that myself. But I spent like $1,000 or something.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you were crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, even Corey wasn't happy with that, right?
No, well, it was no. She thought I was silly. It was my money. I'd saved it up, and I wasn't misspending money or anything like that.
But again, so spending hundreds of dollars on coffee grinder was a very silly idea. But after he made me,
and now look what you do.
After he made me that coffee, because I mean I'm tea guy. Okay, I love tea. Because his coffee was more like tea than coffee. Sweeter and smooth and very very pleasant. So that's I don't know what year that was, but it was some time ago.
I would say it was probably a good 4 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Longer than that. It's been a while. Yeah.
I do know that. So to answer your question about if people want to get into roasting their own coffee, I highly recommend it. And I would start the way you did. You've got videos on using a popcorn popper.
Popcorn popper.
I didn't do that. I went right to buying a Beemore, but I did that because I found it on Craigslist and it was cheap. And the guy was selling it the whole setup. I got into the whole setup for like $300, and he gave like 20 pounds of coffee with it, and he was moving back to Brazil, and he just needed to get rid of it. And then I have 2 friends now that I have found Beemores on Craigslist, and I bought them for anywhere between $200 and $300.
Exactly. But I mean, if you cannot find good Beemore, your next best thing is the fresh roast. Okay, and that's a lot smaller than Beemore, smaller capacity, but it's only about $150, I think, $150 to $200. Fresh roast. They're like air popper. Okay.
Okay.
Have you seen them before?
Yeah. I've seen those.
Yeah, fresh roast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And fresh roast, I mean, that's smaller form factor. I mean, Beemore can be challenging. I mean, that's something you have to, it's not like, press the button and done.
You kind of have to temperature surf it.
Yep, you got temperature surf, and you have to, you're gonna roast some good coffee with it. But I think if I were you, you guys out there start roasting, start with the popcorn popper. Spend about $15-$20 on the popcorn popper there. If you like the process, if you like the roasting process, looking at the Beemore or fresh roast. I know we have a Rock on the live chat right now. He has the fresh roast, and he's been using it for a while. He loves it, and I know Beemore somewhat limited, but at home, goodness, I mean, you can roast up to half pounds. I mean, you can go up to a pound,
right?
But you never go to the pound.
No, I would go between. I would usually do like 3/4 pound.
Exactly. Roast. Correct. Yep.
But you have to watch that machine because I'd started multiple fires. I mean, my very first roast, It was back in the days where I liked French roast,
Yep.
and that machine has safety features built into it, so you can't do it, but you can trick the machine.
Yep.
And so I read up how and how to trick it before I even used it. So I started it up, and they state do not walk away from the roaster.
Yep.
And I walked away, and it started a fire in that thing. So you've got to be really careful.
But I mean, again, the BMO is pretty good for home for sure. But I mean, I think I rather recommend the fresh roast to start with. And if you're really enjoying the roasting process, I mean, next level is going to be a big jump though. I know you spend good money on your Sono Frisco, one of those flute bed coffee roaster for home.
Do you want to see that?
Yes. Why don't you show us your roaster there?
Yeah, I agree with you, Hoon. I never used an air popper or a
Yep.
Jiffy Pop or whatever, just because I got such a good deal on the
Yep.
Bmore. Here, let me flip around. So I'm out in the garage. My Bmore is wrapped up in a garbage bag. It's been there for
Yep.
probably about 3 years. And then my Sono Fresco is over here. I got a great deal on the Sono Fresco. My buddy and I went halvesies on it, and
Okay, so Sono Frisco is, think of it as a huge air popper.
yeah,
Okay, and then that one's pretty cool. Though. And you got a gas hookup too. Show us the
right.
gas
So
thing. Yeah. Yep.
yeah,
So that's the gas, not the electric.
right. Goes in here. I'm washing the containers right now. Yeah, I did not like. I always roasted my stuff dark until somebody gave me really good coffee that was medium to medium light roast, and it changed my whole life. Um, and so I wanted to be able to control that a lot more. And I can
Exactly.
really control it with this particular roaster.
I mean that coffee roaster you have actually can start a micro roasting business if you wanted to, right?
Sure. Yeah, my friend Walt and I
Yep.
own this, and his son bought one of these and has started a roasting business. He's doing it out of a trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and he's roasting a lot of coffee because you can roast 2 kilos in about 15 minutes. So, and that's also including the cooling time in that too.
Exactly, correct. So again, I mean, if you guys wants to start getting into coffee roasting, man, you know what? Start with the small, get smaller uh, coffee roasting equipment. The popcorn popper is a pretty good start. Okay, again, if you enjoy the process, and then start saving some money because you got be more to next level up. And there are big jump there, the huge jump. So instead of $300-400 for Be More, and they've got a decent one, you're looking at $2,000-3,000. So if you
Yeah, I think mine was listed. I think around 4,000.
yep.
But my friend and I bought it for 2,000. We got it half price right before COVID. There was a guy who was roasting down in Tucson,
Mhm.
and that's what he had a bigger roaster that he was using, big drum roaster, and then he was using that for smaller pilot batches and
Yep.
things like. And it was almost brand new.
And I mean, yeah, looking at the Darrock, say SR 800 is on that kind of like their fresh roast. You can get an extension. Okay, you can go up to what Darrock said, 200 gram or so. Yeah, I mean 200 gram is pretty decent size for for a single person. So I mean, it only takes about what 15-20 minutes to roast.
Quick.
Again, well, once you're getting this fresh roast at home, I mean you're almost there. Okay, you're almost there, and unless you're gonna start buying really specialty coffee, if you're buying really high end coffee, like have you roasted geisha coffee yet, Mason? Like really high
I
coffee?
did one time. I did
Okay.
one time,
How was
and
that?
um, First of all, I'd never had geisha coffee before,
Okay.
so I didn't really know what to expect. And for the price I paid for it, frankly, I liked the other coffees that I was making.
Yep.
And it's probably because of what my taste buds were used to. But
That's
then when
right.
you and I went to Pear Cup Works,
That's right. Yep.
we had geisha coffee,
Yep.
and that was fantastic. So I think it was, yes, I've roasted geisha before, to answer your question. Yeah. And it came out well.
So what is your go-to coffee lately? Ethiopia or what? I mean, what is your go-to?
Right now it's Ethiopia because Ethiopia is in season.
Okay.
My particular place I buy it from has a lot of it. And so I typically buy whatever is in season.
So this is the coffee from, let's say, Flower Child. Okay.
Okay.
From California. Is also Ethiopia as well. They're extremely light. Okay. They're really, really light coffee. I'm going to try this one right now. Okay. I'm going to try this coffee. Yeah. Really, really light. So have you ever thought about starting your own coffee business?
I've talked about it with Walt, and I've talked
Oh,
about it with you a little bit too. But
that's right.
just where I am in my life with my job, I'm just so busy. But I'm pretty close to retirement. If I want to, I can retire in about 2.5 years,
That's right.
and I'm going to be, in my early 50s, and it's just like I don't know if I want to retire that young, and so I've thought about a coffee business. The thing is, I don't want to do the business part of it. I would rather just roast coffee. So I want to partner up with someone who would want to do all of the, the FaceTime with
Yep.
people and all of the accounting and the paperwork and the permits. And I just don't want to do all that. But I am more than willing to do all the grunt work.
Yep.
I'm good with that.
I mean, is there any equipment you like to upgrade to, or are you pretty happy with your Sono Frisco?
I love my Sono Fresco.
Yeah.
If I probably would start with that and see how the business goes. If the coffee's really selling, then I would definitely upgrade to. I don't know what direction I'd go, and would I go with a larger fluid bed because I know they make some pretty big ones, and they're fairly affordable, really. Or would I go with a big drum roaster? So I think probably what I would do is there's a lot of roasters that offer classes.
Okay.
So you would just travel to either Southern California. I think there's a place up in Wisconsin or something like that that builds roasters, and go up and take some classes and learn and try to get better. Because all I know is everything that I've read on the internet and self-trained. So I'm probably making a lot of mistakes, and there's probably a few little tweaks I could make to make my coffee better. But anyway.
Okay, so what kind of advice are you gonna give brand new coffee roasters out there once start getting into it?
What would I get? Like, if money
What kind
is
of
no
advice?
option? Say that again. With money is no option.
No. What kind of advice can you give them? People are getting into coffee roasting right now.
Oh,
Home roasting.
home roasting?
Yeah. Advice.
Go, just do it. I'd go for it if it's something you're even remotely interested in. But I wouldn't spend a lot of money unless you get a good deal on something
Sure.
like a B more or whatever. I just go, like you said, go get the what's the name of the one?
Fresh roast.
Yeah.
Yeah, fresh roast is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, fresh roast is.
You're a little glitchy. And
I
maybe
know.
I'm glitchy. I don't know.
I think we are. Yeah, you're. I think we are. Hold on a second. I think we are. I lost you there. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Can you hear me, buddy? Mason. Okay, we're having some little bit of technical difficulty right now. Hopefully he's gonna come back here. But meantime, I'm gonna brew some coffee from Flower Child.
I'm still here.
Okay, are you still there?
There we go.
Okay, good.
There we go. Yeah, getting a little glitchy there for a bit. Yeah, but I would definitely recommend people It doesn't take a lot of time, and it's fun. And I've been doing it now. Gosh,
And you've been doing it for a
probably 8 to
while.
10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably good 10 years. Yeah, I agree with Braxton.
So what is your favorite coffee so far this year, 2022, for roasting? Do you have any memorable coffee?
There's a Costa Rican Terrazoo
Uh-huh.
that I roasted, and gosh, that's so good. That's my favorite. That's my go-to is Costa Rican Terrazoo. I
Oh, really?
love it. And whenever I get it from, from Royal Coffee is where I order from. Whenever I get it from there, it's just been fantastic. And when it comes in, it's gone. I think I'm probably not the only one that loves that. So I don't know how your viewers feel about it, but that's my favorite pretty much. But this Ethiopian that we're drinking right now isn't bad. It's definitely like if you're looking for something more nutty or chocolatey, or you're not going to get that with this Ethiopian. But
I mean, the Ethiopians are known for very fruity, right?
And it is.
I mean, that's why people needs to try. Definitely, like South America is great, but definitely you need to try the Ethiopia as well. Completely different than South America.
And
then,
Burundi is amazing.
Yep.
Kenya is
Yep.
fantastic. One of my favorites I've ever had too is a Sumatra.
Sumatra.
And I can't think of which one it was, but man, it's delicious.
Yep. Yeah, the Sumatra is also fantastic too. So I mean, there's great coffee. I mean, that's why people are watching right now. Start getting into coffee. I know some of you just bought the coffee machine or coffee roaster. Start experimenting. Okay, start playing with different coffees and just have some fun with it, because there's a great coffees out there. So you do not want to miss that. You do not want to miss that. So anyway, hey, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Of course.
And I definitely have you on more. And by the way, so I know you're entering the competition, the Roasters Cup. By the people are watching, we are doing the first annual Roasters Cup competition in our channel here. So I know Mason, I know you're gonna enter that as well. So it's gonna be a very smart contest. I know Darrock is also in it right now. Darrock on the live chat, he's gonna be entering it. I'm gonna be enter the competition as well. I know Mason. So you got three home roasters going to compete in this competition so far. Okay. And if any of you wants to join the competition, send me a quick email. Okay. It's gonna be home roast. So my case is a fresh roast. Okay. And then I have the Kalita M2 Sniper, and then Mason has the Sono Frisco. So if you have another roaster at home, let me know. Okay, buddy. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon, bud. So
right.
that's the Mason from Mesa showing us his setup there, and also talking about his coffee, and Brewer, the precision brewer as well. Anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys next time.